this is the part one in the Getting Out of the Box series. Going with some questions that came up. Anyway, I want to go right to the critical thinking thing here. You got to realize that we're in the box. We've been there for a long time, and we've gotten basically used to hearing, everything what we think, we fear, what we want to know, what's coming, what's going wrong, everything from the TV basically, and everything we know is what we've been told. The critical thinking thing is, finding out for ourselves. So we spend most of our lives just taking other people's words for things. In fact, very few people actually figure it out for themselves. It's real important that we know that the reality that we're in, because we're kind of controlled or put there by others. The only way that we can see outside of that box is to get out of the box. Now, how would one get out of the box? You almost got to turn the TV off for a while. Spend the time that you would spend watching the TV, learning about yourself, going deep, peeling back the onion of yourself, figuring out who you are. Unless you've done that, you really don't know. You don't have a clue, actually. And you're going to be surprised who you are. There's some heartbreak that goes with it, some disappointment when you find out that, you've been misled about a whole lot of stuff. But the good news is you figure out who you really are. Then you kind of take a look at where you're headed. This whole thing about the higher awareness or getting in tune with your higher power, and that we got to break through a couple things. We got to break through our ego, our expectations, our assumptions, and start basing a field of knowledge of stuff that we research on our own. Unless we research things on our own, we really don't learn anything. And when you find out how little you know because you investigated it yourself, it's kind of disturbing. But that's all right. You'll be all right with this. So we wanna ascend or go within, find our source, our creator within, and start working with our sovereign, self, our sovereign. We're told we have the spirit inside of us. That changes things from the way we look at life and the way most people do. If we're talking, we have that spirit or that power, the force, inside of us. Wouldn't it make sense to align with that? I mean, after all, someone took the time to think us up and plan us out, and actually create us, and then say that they'll never leave us and that they're within. It actually might make sense to align with that. It says over and over, I read, knock and it'll be open, and seek and it'll be answered. Seek and you shall find. Well, this isn't a fairy tale I'm talking about. This is real, and there's those that don't want you to know what your real power is, what your potential is. And you have a potential inside of yourself that's limitless. You know, our limits, our restrictions, our boundaries, the ceiling over us is, it's only in our heads. It really doesn't exist anywhere else. In fact, not much does. It's all between your ears, you know. Um, don't let that, you know, take that lightly. But the thing is it's important that we know what this reality really is. You know, it's important to know that we have a whole bunch of beliefs that aren't necessarily true. They're just beliefs. Well, once you know they're beliefs, they don't have to be true or not, but we'll act on them. We act like they're true. We'll support them. We'll profess them to other people. We'll fight for them. We'll argue about them. And it's a whole bunch of stuff that we really have based on nothing but hearsay. That, you know, takes away from it a little bit, but that isn't in fact what it is. The the thing that we've got to do is we've got to value what's inside of us, and that is the the same thing that makes our heartbeat or created the universe. So if we can get through that, and we can get through um, our ego, get through our assumptions, get through our beliefs, start basing things on what we know. Once we, it's amazing when you start picking up and learning things, and starting this journey within, if you will. It feeds itself. It creates a vacuum that just has a backflow that kind of pushes you. You know, once you start, you know, start seeking, and it's ready for you already. It's been waiting on you. Um, it's time to move to that next level, that you know, ascend or go to a higher awareness. Um, I think it's good we get locked into this collective consciousness thing, and that's basically a group of people or all people. Um, you know, if we can get in on and share on the same, you know, frequencies, energy frequencies, or you know, actually love the highest frequency, um, we can unite. We can direct our intentions, target them actually, and make big differences in the world. Um, get enough cooperation, we can accomplish major things. First thing that I would like for you to consider is going within, meeting yourself, approving of yourself, forgiving yourself, and finding out how to love yourself. You got to be strong in that, because you can't love anybody else until you love you. And I know that sounds like horse manure, but it's actually true. You know, I found that it is so true about the, you know, you got to give to get, or you know, karma, or what you know, plant, you're gonna reap, you know, or harvest, or you know what I'm saying, as you think you are. Well, that's all true. We're quite the creators, actually, but we spend most of our time creating, not in a focused manner, and then we're always surprised at what's coming our way. Like, it feels like life's happening to us instead of we're making life happen, and it can be just that. Um, get a grip on who you are, find out your power, research things a little bit, and you can actually create your tomorrow. You can actually have life happen to you as you choose. So certainly we're going to have our trials and tribulations and all that, our struggles. Actually, we wouldn't appreciate a good day if we didn't have a bad day. That's so true. But you can actually change your life around 180 degrees and affect the outcome. You can be in control. How many years have you spent out of control, being a victim? There really aren't any victims once you get to see it this way. I'm not asking you to do anything weird or probably anything that you already don't believe in. If you believe in God, that's what I'm talking about. You believe in Allah, that's who I'm talking about. But I am talking about the one making your heart beat. And I'm talking alignment with that. I'm going to claim this as being part one, and I want to start getting specific. Now, I'm not a special man or a great teacher or have something you don't have. I'm just a couple moments ahead of you, down my own, peeling my own onion. I've seen some of this stuff work back with me. This isn't a lonely venture. In fact, you're very much accompanied and supported, and synchronicities and things like that start happening. So this is something that joins you and pushes you along. I want to get into the next talk we have. I want to get into some things like energy and what we put off and how it works and how our voice works and the power of voice and sound and intentions, visualization, how this all came about. Remember, say in the Bible that God spoke the word. He said, "I am," and He created this world and spoke it into manifestation. What's real important, we learn about our voice, our intentions, our thoughts. You can actually bring your thoughts under obedience to you. And it's some work. It takes practice. Everything does. Anything. I didn't come up with this one, that, but anything worth having is worth working for. In fact, that's the only way you can appreciate something. So this might take a little work, but I want to get into some things that help me out tremendously. And this is by no means the only path. It's just one of many ways. I'm very interested in sharing, because if you can get where I'm coming from, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's certainly worth my time to show you this, to push you into it, or to turn you on to it, or just kind of be your friend with it. You're gonna like this. It's time to change your life, and that changes your world. That's an exciting thing. All right, man. I'll see you. I'll try to get back on this tomorrow. Again, I'm not important, but you are very important, and this is maybe the most important thing for you. All right. Thank you. All right.